Yo, welcome to Talk Salty, and we're outside today. Enjoy the nature because it's hot inside. Let's get started. Also, wear your clothes, wear that ripped jean, wear that old clothing jacket, wear that weird random shirt, as long as you get to express yourself, be you, and show off who you are. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Quick, who is Jeff Hardy? Do you know who Jeff Hardy is? I think people know who Jeff Hardy is if they watch wrestling. Also, before we dived in to talking about our topic today, I want to shout out to an Instagram that's inspired me to do this video. Quick shout out to Godsway William on Instagram. He makes short about Jeff Hardy, and I got inspired because of his style. The way he talked about Jeff Hardy does make sense for this video, and I will show you. I will talk about it. Let's continue the journey. Make sure you go follow Godsway William on Instagram. So, who is Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy is a wrestler from North Carolina. He is a multi world champion in TNA and in WWE, but he does not know just for that. He's also known for his clothing, rainbow hair style, sleeve, tattoo, art, and especially his daredevil style wrestling. That's insanely different from other wrestlers. He would jump from high places you wouldn't think of, and he would do it, I want to say, on the regular or on mostly pay-per-view. But that's what make him stand out and unique from his colleague. Okay, so we established who Jeff Hardy is. Quick basic concept though, but it's good enough information. But now, can we make Jeff Hardy into a concept? So instead of asking who is Jeff Hardy, we make it into what is Jeff Hardy? Huh? 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 If I had to put Jeff Hardy into a concept, I think Jeff Hardy would be an outcast, expressive, unique, because that's what he is. Anyone that watched wrestling between 2002 and 2009 would know he's different from other wrestlers because of his wrestling style, his outfit, the way he carried himself. He is one of one. No one can replicate that. Even his brother. They were both very different. And once you watch wrestling once in a while, you can still know who Jeff Hardy was because it's how unique he was and how he stand out from everyone else. And let's talk about Jeff Hardy clothing. Jeff Hardy clothing make him extremely stand out because he wrestled in jeans. And also he wore a t-shirt. He also would wear this sleeve thing where he would take it off by the end of the match, just throw it to the crowd, have the crowd hyped up and catch it. He even stand out even more from other wrestlers is that outside of wrestling, he would wear pretty similar clothing. Very similar to clothing to his in-ring clothing. And his demeanor would be still the same. And we had to describe, I think his demeanor in clothing would be punk or goth aesthetic. Alright, so let's recap real quick. Jeff Hardy aesthetic is different. He is very expressive and he stand out from everyone else. That is very similar to punk. And I might there even said Jeff Hardy might have influenced some people to be punk or into punk fashion. It sounds a little out there, wild, but trust me, it kind of makes sense a little bit later on. What is punk fashion? But before I give you my definition, let's ask Google definition. According to Google, punk means a loud, fast-moving, aggressive form of rock popular in the late 1970s and early 1980s. And the second definition is a wordless person, parenthesis, often used as a general term of abuse, parenthesis, close parenthesis, end quote. Huh? 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 All that ChatGPT, AI, Google, Oxford dictionary. Y'all could have come up with something better. Those definitions did not do it justice or give an understanding of what punk is. So instead, let's define punk through the one place that everyone go to ask question and to look for the answer. I am talking about Reddit.
No, 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 no. Wait. Wait.
As I was going through the punk subreddit, here's what punk really mean. Well, at least what I gathered from the comment section, because there's no really one cut clear answer definition. So punk is a subculture for outcasts, rebellious, excluded by society, such as queer community, hippies, I don't know if you can use that term nowadays, or simply don't feel fit in anywhere. That is much more clear definition of punk. And paint a picture, it just means self-express and outcast. And now that we know what punk is, let's move into punk fashion. So, when I was reading through the comment on the subreddit r slash punk fashion, what I gathered was that it's about individual aesthetic, DIY, and mostly self-express. And also, punk fashion culture bring out something that has been lost for a while, which is thrifting. Thrifting is come back in a big way, not only helping with recycling old clothing, but also letting people fixing up old clothing and DIY themselves and make it something beautiful, uniquely for them. I think that's art and creativity. Punk fashion truly bring the art and the fashion from within people out and demonstrate them to the world. It's mostly outcasts and outcasts by society, and their fashion tend to be very different. Dark clothing, ripped jeans. If I would have to put it into perspective, I would say punk fashion more like Rockstar back in the early 2000s and the 90s. But hold on, it's making a comeback in the modern day. Okay, before we even get into that further, we need to establish something real quick. Well, on top of what we already know about punk fashion, it's just a statement, but also a statement of a middle finger to society that is not accepting of them and that is putting them outcasts into a separate place, even though we all created the same on this earth. And of course, if I misread something or misunderstood something, please do leave it down in a comment, educate me, correct me, and I'll address it in the future with another follow-up video. Let's dive in a little bit more about punk fashion. But first, let's talk about the second part of that, fashion. Fashion definition is to me is express yourself through clothing. Screw the Google definition and screw the celebrity definition. Screw the internet definition. My definition of fashion is wear what you want, wear what you like, wear whatever expresses you and make your statement. That's what to me fashion is. We established that chair party as a concept is self-expressive, very unique aesthetic, and also unique to oneself. And we established punk definition is to be self-expressed, a statement, a middle finger to the normie, an outcast, or possibly just simply don't fit in. And for punk fashion, and a statement that you wear on yourself, a DIY statement, making who you are, wear what you want, do it yourself, make your own clothing, just be you, express being you. And that's beautiful.
Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
I remember in 2009, Jeff Hardy was idolized by many kids, and I would see them wear dark clothing. And when Jeff Hardy started wearing face paint, I would see kids and adults wear face paint to WWE shows. And that just speaks volume. A person who's considered by WWE not to be very big at the time, to be the big star, to hold a big world champion a lot of time, it was adored by fans and by the kids, adored by everyone around the world. So, in my opinion, he was the one unique person that was accepted by everyone through punk and goth aesthetic, and also very expressive of himself. No one at the time, I feel, was able to do that. And now in 2025, punk, goth, pop punk, like anything that's punk or goth or rock related, or even metal, especially metal, are accepted into society. And to go a little bit further, in my personal experience, whoever watches wrestling, Jeff Hardy do indeed influence them to be themselves in a certain way. In a way, not just through clothing, but just be themselves, expressive. With the fan of Jeff Hardy and also wrestling fan in general, they know who Jeff Hardy is, and they know his uniqueness, his self-express, influenced them to be what we all like to call enigma or mysterious or daredevil in whatever case is. But Jeff Hardy do influence these fans to an extent to be themselves, and that's beautiful. Imagine have that much influence on people to express themselves and to be who they are, regardless of their gender, race, or ethnicity, and regardless of size, especially in wrestling. Like your body size, who way you are, the way you look. Jeff Hardy kind of changes that and shows the way that you can prove people wrong by just being you. Being you is enough, and being you can change the world and how the world sees you. I'm glad Jeff Hardy influenced people in that way because, in the same way, I'm glad pop punk or punk fashion in this case is making a comeback in 2025 because we're in a world right now where rebellion is the norm. No longer normie, stay silent, follow the laws, obey your authority. It's the norm anymore. Right now, it's rebellion, finding your own way, creating your own path, especially in the United States. Because of the political climate right now, who we elected as in charge is very harmful to us, to society, and just the world around us. So being punk in this case is not just being expressive, but also a statement letting people know where you stand and who you are through your clothing. And there's something beautiful about that. This video just happened to be about expressing yourself. And it's not really about even fashion. The fashion is just to help you express yourself. That's what it feels like to me. Because, I mean, look at the clothes I'm wearing now, brown, white, and red. I just like it, comfortable. Because that's who I am. Chillax. I'm just a chill guy, bro. Just a chill guy. But my main point is that punk fashion is truly about expressing yourself, be who you are, whether how people outcast you, however much people don't like you. At the end of the day, being you still is the most beautiful thing in this world. Now you just need to wear them. Wear that thing. Show it off. Also, one last thing I like to say before I end up. Wear that thing. Be expressive. Be you. Wear that weird thingy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep repeating it because that's what special about it. Be you. Dance it. In it. Fly. I don't know. Kick it. Swing it. Do a 360 spin. Be you apologetically to the point where they just leave you alone and sees you for who you are. That is truly special. That is really special. I'm telling you right now. To cut it shortly, be you. Be who you are. Subscribe, like, and comment. Follow me for more. Because I love doing this. I love talking about weird concept and connect with everyone through creativity and through words. And I want to build a community of being who you are, self-express, and be free. That's all for now, folks. Thank you for coming to Talk Salty. I love you guys. I love you, dishes. Make sure, once again, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, talk_salty. I can't wait to do more of this. And I hope you guys follow with me on the journey. I love all of y'all. Love your dishes. Bye bye.